What is up, YouTube? LazeeLlama here, and here we are back with some more old school Clicker Heroes back on the 0.23 version. So I first off want to say that this has been some of the most fun that I've had going with some Clicker Heroes in a long time. I've been having a real fun time with this challenge. I want to start off by, before we ascend, I actually forgot to do this. It makes sense probably do this. I'm actually not going to take this down. Remember, do not join this clan. We're not accepting people. As it's just for kind of my old version, kind of keep me going. I've actually really wasn't doing this over the weekend, and I don't think he's beaten it. I don't think, maybe he has. I don't think we've gone back. I'll have to check the day before. He's not supposed to do it unless I can do 25% of the boss, which we can obviously do here. I just don't know if the boss has fallen back. He may have let it fall back one and then beat it again because he knew we could beat it. But I did over 25% of it in one attempt. I can almost do that one fully alone, which is kind of cool. See if he did it, though. No, he didn't. Okay, he has been letting it fall. But again, don't try to join this clan. We're not accepting you. You're just going to sit there on the screen never getting accepted. So let's start off by ascending. We actually got pretty lucky, and I pushed up. That's my farthest push. 165, sadly, isn't anything helpful. I want to get us going. I want to get us a level of tree beast here. We're going to be spending some of these hero souls. I want to stay above 30 hero souls, but we need to recruit some more stuff. It's really starting to become kind of a pain. I did grab this because it was kind of the play we needed to do to get further. I'm going to save this, and I think I remember I kind of scouted ahead and checked which order I should buy things to make certain things pop up. So I'm pretty sure it was a reroll, a Mimsy, go in, Mammon, and then go in. And rerolls are expensive, so you know what? We're going to actually save that there because that definitely was correct. We're probably not going to... we're going to probably re-import, but I think one reroll is Dora. Yeah, so we'd pick up Dora for obviously pretty much everything, and then I can't do the rerolls, but I think... No, there was, I think, one more reroll in between. Obviously, we can't afford to get Dora now. We need Dora, and then we need Atman. I believe that's kind of the lineup for us. Oh, we also got this, which is nice. We can peek at whatever maybe we get here. I did actually buy some of those. I actually had 30. I think that's what I'm going to be spending them on for now, is just guilds. I think that's the play. The most useful thing. Again, I want to stay above 30 with that, but it would probably be smart to spend a tad bit on these guys. We'll probably get them up to level 3. We'll hang there at 38. I want to kind of farm up probably a couple more runs now, but we're going to go for a little bit, and I'm going to show you guys kind of the speed we're being able to move here. We're starting to get pretty decent on speed here, as well as we got some stuff in here. Doubt we're going to win. These are just short little 5-minute ones. We have been losing people quite a bit. We actually can get guaranteed hero souls, which is nice. We haven't really been able to get that on most of them. A day, 20% chance to death. I'm actually going to do that because I'll be going to bed kind of soon here. Actually, very soon. I just kind of want to get through this last run here, which I can do pretty quick. We can get through a run actually really quick now. It's actually kind of nice. I have been working on some relics. I don't know how many runs I've done. It hasn't been that many without you guys, but we got the Primal Soul Hero Souls, which is realistically just a little bonus to that. It's really not that good. Gold from Treasure Chest, which is nice. More Treasure Chest, which is nice, and then some Hero Soul stuff. So between this and I don't actually know, these don't display it like that, do they? No, it's still supposed to, but you have to add them together. Does it even say it? No, but it's basically 15%. In the updated versions, it actually shows it there. We can go through. I do have the buy all button down here too, but money is so much easier to come by. We can rip through a lot of the early zones pretty easy. Just hang about here. These are total DPS, so they're good to grab. We kind of just go back and clean up everything later on. There's no need to buy everything as we go now. We pretty much insta-kill. We were insta-killing roughly to like 50, then we'd get to slow down and speed up, and then we'd struggle a bit through like 60 to 90, not at the fastest speed, and then pretty much as soon as we get towards like Grand area, it's pretty smooth sailing to 140, which is actually pretty nice. And normally I don't even buy all that right off the bat. I kind of just keep going 25 at a time, but realistically, you do make sure you keep up that insta-kill a little bit easier. So I'll probably farm up a decent sum of hero souls, maybe spend a little bit more. Obviously, we want these probably roughly to be the same level of Z's. They're all going to be same if the calculations, I'm assuming, are somewhat similar, where you keep, you know, Cialatus might pull a couple ahead of Lib, but then realistically, your gold ones kind of all hang together. Level-wise, you know, because we're going to be winging everything. I don't like how when you come out of a menu, it puts you back. It's definitely annoying. So that gold, we're actually making quite a bit from gold chests now. We do need Dora, and we do need Atman. And those are the next two I want. And then I'm just going to refine them and rinse and repeat without buying any more engines, I think. So that's Lib, Mammon, Mimsy. There's our 3 golds. CLNS damage, Solomon, extra hero souls. We need Dora and Atman. And I think that's all I want for now. I mean, obviously we want more. We need more. As we start pushing up towards like 200, 300, probably more like 300 zones, we might want to get something, some other stuff going in. But I don't think there's many more than that we actually need right off the bat. I mean, Dogcog, Chronos could be nice for some boss stuff. Iris will be nice, but you don't worry about Iris too much of the game. I do remember the old rule of thumb, and whatever version I played, probably, I don't even know how long ago. It was definitely way before we played. It was pretty early in the game. I think it was before this patch, technically. I think I used to play on a version sometime before this somewhere. It definitely was before this. But Iris was there, and the rule of thumb was roughly a third of your highest zone. You kind of keep Iris at. So if you're, for example, at 1,000, roughly you'd keep it at 300 Iris level, so you can start every round at zone 300 to skip the early hero souls, and that's kind of how the game progresses, which I think would actually be a fun little thing to add back into the current version of Clicker Rose and let it kind of go. It'd help with some of the slowness in that, I feel like. And at this point, we can start buying some solo levels to kind of keep the DPS up. It's not going to hurt anything. Or even scout down to 10 levels. But again, you can see the slowdown roughly around 55, 60 a bit that I was kind of mentioning. But we're moving much faster. I mean, you can easily see the speed difference that we're moving at this. This is pretty good. We going. Try to get George's, just because we have him gilded. I find it nice to kind of push up to 25 on him. We'll get down through this boss fine. We only use abilities right now for pushing max zone currently. And soon enough, honestly, I won't even benefit that much from using the abilities. I think if we get some stuff up more, like, it's not gonna be as nice. The crits are really the only thing that help us kind of go faster. Until late game when we get other ancients up that help with active, I think will always be better just to be idle. And even then, it's just active for final pushing because we don't have an auto clicker in the game, none of that stuff. So there's no need to do that. At this point, we can kind of come back and kind of just level everything up. Make sure we get all of these early levels. They don't really cost anything. That one kind of costs a lot, but we can just tone that up and then file upgrades and then work on getting that up. 225. Get that extra gold. Getting extra gold going is pretty important. We can grab a couple levels of that, but I'm more concerned about getting this gold online. But you can see how the progression is changing. You can see how it's been 8 minutes and we've probably only spent, I don't even know when we actually started pushing this, but probably not very long of actual pushing. I was going to say I could check you for the time, but realistically that's not even realistic because we spent a little bit of time loading in the old saves and testing things. So we may be pushing for 5 minutes up to 65, which isn't bad. Definitely not a bad thing. We got some gold there we can kind of do that with, but kind of just keep it going. Again, you can see definitely the slowdown here, though. And then I just kind of keep pushing. I'll probably do another couple runs in between, try to get to a spot. We can actually use this gold here. Tempted to do that. Let's go for that, though. We can use that extra gold to kind of hightail us through this, and we can probably even grab both of those. Not quite afford 10 levels. Just throw as many as we can in there. Try to keep the DPS up. I've been trying to do small gold quests if they come up, if I'm going to be doing a new run, or even at the end of a run, I'll try to use it to help push. I did sit idle pretty much all weekend. Obviously, I could be a lot further than this if I was playing actively. If you're playing this pretty actively, you could push quite a bit further than I can. Also, our damage to this will be a lot higher now. I realized too. Our mortal damage is 61 instead of being whatever it was before this, which was probably a decent bit lower because I didn't actually ascend yet. So now if we were to do that, we would be better. But Zach will most likely kill that for us. He might miss a couple days here and there. But again, I'm getting to the point where hopefully I'll be able to kind of keep up on it one a day myself. If I can keep progression up, which is kind of nice. But I have not claimed it at all this weekend, which definitely inefficient. But, you know, not the end of the world. I'd like to try to push up to 100 real quick. But I think we're going to... You guys are going to see that struggle hit. And it's going to go a little too slow. I haven't actually timed to run, but I'd say 20 minutes tops would be what I'd give it for kind of pushing through. This is DPS for all heroes, so it's a pretty decent investment, especially with that gold coming in. We'll grab that and then go in there. Make sure we take out the 80 boss at relatively good speed. Kind of keep it going. Just kind of get that for reasons they're not. Right, so I can keep going up 25 at a time. You know, it doesn't matter too much. Most of those guys, actually, no one behind us is super urged to level up to help out with the current push. We can grab that before we actually buy another level. If we had a couple of the gold quests, we'd be pushing through this faster. But you can see we're not going slow. This is not slow. We've not gotten a single clickable either. I'd love to buy some guild and see what we get. If you have any other ideas what we might be able to use this on, you know, feel free to let me know. Again, could definitely use some of this, but I feel like guilds late game are just going to be so nice to have. Those are just these are such a temporary kind of help, or this even, you know, 50 for an ascension. It's probably a little bit better than using gold, but I could get through this, you know, pretty quick if I use gold around this phase where I'm getting stuck. But again, we're not having issues with any of these. I mean, we're still going to have half our time left by the time we take this boss down. It's not like we're struggling by any means. And again, now that I'm starting to get into this range, really I think once I get Aphrodite, things generally speed up pretty well for us. But even Athena definitely helps. But Aphrodite comes in pretty quick, and then Granted, you know, it doesn't really slow down much, I don't think, to like 140. Like 135 kind of area, 130 to 135 can be a little rough, but normally I'll just let it sit for a couple minutes, I'll come back, and it's ready to roll. But you can see, again, this isn't bad. It's definitely not a super slow progress. We'll grab that 20% extra DPS. He's got some more DPS in here for us as a team as well here shortly, but I think we're going to take this as a little blessing. We got that treasure chest there, and another one. Get a level of Aphrodite. I will finish this up. You can see that damage Aphrodite just added. That was pretty significant. It's boss down. We're taking things down really quick. That's your treasure chest gold. It's going to be nice. I can't wait for extra treasure chests. And then Atman. Atman's so needed because I think it is still a pretty low chance. I've gotten luckier on a lot more runs recently than we were getting on those first couple runs. If you guys are playing on this version, let me know how your couple first runs went. But mine were rough. I didn't get like any extra bonus stuff. Please, no ruby. I don't think. Yeah, no. It was a clickable, but you can see Aphrodite kind of speeds things up quite a bit. She adds quite a bit of damage pretty quick. If we get a couple other treasure chests, we might be able to get going. But again, Grant will be really the next big speed up. But I want to get the relic real quick, see if we get a decent relic with you guys, and then we'll wrap it up. And then I'll probably come back in a couple runs. That'll probably be the goal. I'll play through a couple runs for the next day or two, and we'll probably get another video out for you guys or something. We could probably grab this. Might be a little more efficient. It's not that bad price-wise. We'll take a meat down again, but the build's slowly coming together. Slowly but surely coming together. Thought they needed to go to 125 for some reason. He's got an extra DPS as well. It's only 10%, but... Alright, here we go. Big boss coming. I mean, not really a big boss, but... We're not going to get a... What I'll do actually is I'll slow that down real quick. Make sure we farm off 125 off this before we move on. Oh, I'm sure the chest's going to save us. Oh, meat's going to go down like a piece of cake. Boom. And we didn't get the relic instantly. It has been giving me it right away. I know you can get it later, but that has not been happening to us. I really would like to get it and show it off. There we go. And we got ourselves 10% more treasure chest. Okay, so I actually think I like that better than this right now. I think. But nonetheless, what you can do if you are playing this early version, keep an eye on that this is 5 right now. If I were to level it up for 1, it now becomes 10. Whoops. Becomes 10. These normal ones will go up by 5 every time, so basically you can upgrade it till it's going to cost more than 5, and then you can still sell it for profit. You know what, maybe we'll get rid of it. They become pretty hard to like actually get the next level. Even though I drop 16 forge cores into this, we don't get it up one. So it does give me 40% more treasure chests, which makes the runs faster, which probably does bring in more. This is like 4 hero souls. You know what? Let's take the hero soul one out. And that's probably pretty upgraded. I think it could probably go up 1. No, it literally is equal. Okay. We'll get that back. We are going to beat that boss, but I wasn't paying attention. We can fly through and take it back over. But anyways, we're going to wrap this up here, guys. If you guys did enjoy this episode, please take a second, smack the like button. I really do appreciate it, guys. I am really having a lot of fun with this series. Again, like I said, definitely has brought back a pretty big love for playing the game again. This has been a lot of fun. Much better than the mindless kind of playing we were doing before. Like, these actually, you have to play and almost, again, strategize it, because you don't have calculators. You don't really have info on it. I have to go off base knowledge that I think I remember from the past. I don't even know if it's true. It's stuff I think I remember being useful. We don't actually know. But anyways, I will, wow, the treasure chests. It doesn't get any better than that. I should have brought the Grant. But 1 level Grant takes up 57%. That's what I mean. Grant just takes over. But anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.